On the punch list items, so that light to be removed, that hanger over there to be removed, obviously the awning that goes back over, there's some loose slate that's out here. While we're talking about masonry, there's several holes all over the house that just need to be tuck pointed. Wanted all of these rock walls pressure washed. Wanted all the brick pressure washed. As you come down here to the exterior, all of this pressure washed. All of the old electrical needs to be taken off and then tuck pointed. All of the holes need to be filled and tuck pointed. This needs to be replaced. This is the vent. Make sure that it's installed correctly so that lint doesn't get bound up in there. And the epoxy and grinding project that needs to occur on the exterior down here. Coming around to this side, I want this tidied up somehow right here, that we don't just have coiled wires sitting out. Also, the plastic tubing for the service line for the electrical needs to be brought up to the box and sealed. The electricians need to get rid of that. The old box needs to be removed. We talked about putting all of these up in a chase. I believe Franny is going to have the back guy seal off up at the top there. Coming around, I don't really like how this bend is in here. If you just have these guys pop them and then re-strap it down so that it makes a nice curve instead of this kink right there. Over here on some of the vents, this one's not caulked. This one is. I'm not entirely sure why. And then coming around to the front, there's another piece of slate here that needs to be fixed. The threshold here, the door handle is not quite right.
Sure.
So for the hallway, really the items are related to the front door, fixing these items here in the front door. That's it for the front hallway. Next, moving into the living room, we've got the custom vent covers that'll need to go everywhere. This gas shutoff valve back here, is not flush with the wall for reasons that are uncertain. Obviously the painters are still working, so we're not talking about any of the painting items. This is this area here. So I don't know what goes here, whether it's trim or caulk. And then could you have them put a level on this and make sure that it's level? It just feels a little off. Okay, that's it for the dining room. So other items out on the deck, just the exterior lighting, pressure wash everything, get these last little bits of stuff off the house, and then obviously everything needs to be sealed up under the fascia board. The mason, I believe, is working to fix the stair steps there. Again, all this stuff off the house. Okay, going back inside. Okay, so here in the dining room, big drip right up there on the wall for the plaster. In the closet, the screws are a little cattywampus right there, and one is missing. No paint on the shelf in there. In this bathroom, this is not a finish. This is rough. This really should have been sanded. It just doesn't. It's not quite right for this here. So let's get that smoothed out. Okay. Moving to the kitchen. We discussed it. We think the backsplash is fine. The texture really just comes from the way that the lighting is on it. The refrigerator is a major issue with getting the correct size refrigerator ordered. There is a missing Lazy Susan in this back cabinet here. Sink's not working yet. Sink's not on. So in the side entryway, there's like this stuff here, but need the stain there, need the poly there, and then need whatever the molding is going to be around in here. Good. One question is about door stops. So I don't think there's door stops anywhere. So is that something that we need to provide, or will they be installed everywhere? All right, so in Peter's office, we discussed putting a stained shelf on either end here. So I'm not sure if that was in the contract or not, but that's what we wanted to do to match the desk. Looks good. We'll keep going. So basement stairs, a couple of, I don't know what those are, screws sticking out up top there. All right, we're gonna walk down. So on the stairs, this is just a broken piece of hardwood. It hasn't been sanded or anything right here. So this probably needs to have a sander run on it and then a little bit more stain. Trim. And then this is unfinished here. All right, so in the utility room, this should be taken off completely. Otherwise, that's an opportunity for flooding. Obviously, general cleanup in this room here. And then there's a little sharp thing sticking out right there. I got snagged on it. Pieces of insulation get put back. And then general cleanup down here. A couple of finish items here. Wood, shims. We talked about getting the face so that it is all black around and not 3/4 like this, so that it's all black all the way around. All right, so in the basement, the trim doesn't come all the way down, and there's drip marks on the trim right there. In this closet here, drywall is not finished down there, and that little thing needs to get out of here. There's still some imperfections in the drywall in here. Same thing here, trim doesn't come all the way to the carpet. So in the guest room, various paint items, but the custom shelves in the guest room, and then the door doesn't close. This closet door doesn't catch. Okay. So in the laundry room, whatever this is needs to be addressed. Need the covers for the boxes there. Otherwise, the laundry looks pretty good. Then on the stairs going up, I want to make sure to point out, whatever needs to be done there to give it a nice finish here on both sides as well. And then, not sure if that's going to be put back together from the paint or what's going on there. All right, so in the master, how about this trim right here? I think it should go down further. And then, again, none of the doors have door stops, as was noted here. They still got some work to do for fixtures and stuff in there. And then we're missing the handle for that. Good. And here, the caulking around the edge. Caulking. All right, so in Bridget's room, this just needs to be something that can be removed and replaced without having to drive screws and paint and caulk. check the height of the trim. There should be shelves in here, custom shelves that Jason's gonna make. There's a little screw right down there, and then caulk and whatnot in here as well. That's it for Bridget's room. So we're here in Jeb's bathroom. Just want to make sure to mention that we have towel bars and toilet paper roll holders and all sorts of stuff like that that need to be installed. For the attic, I'm not going to crawl up there tonight, but we talked about replacing these stairs and then making sure the general items were tidied up from up there, and the booster fan for the dryer has been put in, and the bat poop is all vacuumed up.